Okay, good. Let's roll.
Hi everyone, I'm the MC for today. I'm a Chinese medicine doctor in Malaysia. I also when I see someone is from USA, right? Welcome and welcome all the excellent friend here to waiting to join our Zoom tonight. Tonight is a wonderful night. Why? Our FC have just landed in Malaysia. So in the Sunday, we have almost 2,000 friends join our grand launching. I have AFC grand launching in the Bangsa. So it's sad that a lot of people cannot get the ticket because we have sold out the ticket 2 months ago. Okay, tonight we will have the excellent two friends we will sharing. One is the company breakdown and the profile about the product, and also sometimes we'll be sharing the marketing. So we will having later 1 minute about the grand launching video, right? So our product will be have the AFC, Hikari, AFC Utsukushhii, and also AFC SOP Subarashi, and also the AFC Sensei Suru is for use. So this product is in last year, our company sell 1 billion ringgit. Very excellent company. So we will now having 1 minute video about the grand launching of AFC.
Let's do it. Yep.
Yes.
You can continue.
Good. Yes, that is our Sunday activities of our AFC grand launching in Kuala Lumpur. So our company is set up 7 years ago in the Indonesia. So what kind of company that already attract 10,500 members in 1 year? So tonight we will invite Mr. Winston Lake. He's from the Singapore. Also join us our grand launching on Sunday. So he is from the America Anti-Cancer Institute, a consultant of them. So he will tonight he will be sharing about the company background and also the product part. Welcome him.
Thank you, Dr. Kados and Sansan. And a very good morning, afternoon, and evening to all the audience. And thank you for being early and on time. Yeah, it's my pleasure actually to share about this amazing product, cell regeneration product from Japan. Even though they're already in the market for about 8 years or so, but I think just like you have just reached Malaysia, Singapore, and they're expanding to the other countries. Okay, so allow me to open up my slide so that we can kick off. Yeah, I hope all can see the slide. All right, just to understand your. I think we have about almost 70 people with us now. Just to understand, what kind of worth is your health, and because sometimes it's always good to ask ourselves questions, right? Especially our life, our health. So tonight my portion is talking about the health part. So can I ask you a question? Is how much are you willing to invest in your health? Okay, I just give an example. In a day, in a day, are you willing to spend less than $1 or maybe $3 or $5 and above. If I'll appreciate you can participate. That means if you are $1, you just key in the check as one, $3 and three. If $5 and above, you just put five. Can we show, Yes, I see there are three. Okay, anymore? Yes, five. Yeah. Okay, keep coming, keep the figure coming, so that we can interact a little bit, right? Yeah, we got 69. Oh, now you got 73 people. So keep coming, yeah. All right. So generally about $3 to $5 a day that we are willing to spend on our health. Okay. Good. Very good. Thank you for all the participations. All right. When we understand about health, just like some of these very typical example, scenario, where the man, because of diabetes, that he have to amputate the leg, you can ask the man, what price is he willing to pay to get his leg back? I think there's no price tag for that, right? What about stroke? If the lady going to know that she's going to have a stroke later part in life, what kind of price would she be willing to pay for it to prevent a stroke that is happening, right? And of course, cancer remains one of the leading causes of death worldwide. And how much would you invest to safeguard you and your family? I think these are the answers that you have to ask yourself, all right? Okay, I'm speaking from Singapore, even though San and Dr. Kado is from Malaysia, but some of the pricing here I will use in the Singapore context. So this currency, either US or Sing dollar. So in Singapore, the single critical illness treatment will cost how much? Generally about 32,000 Sing dollar, or when we convert to US, is about 25,000 US per treatment for a critical illness. All right, that is quite substantial. Okay, and yes, tonight that is our topic: life science opportunities. Okay, discover world first triple peptide technology from Japan. And I think just now Dr. Kato already explained when our title as AACI consultant for myself and Sansan. AACI is short for American Anti-Cancer Institute. All right. Well, that is the Robert G. Wright, who is a founder, and of course he's also the author for this book, Killing Cancer, Not People. All right. And in American Anti-Cancer, we believe that our body has this magical ability to heal itself from the inside out. All right. And again, taking the context from Singapore, and I'm sure it's the same for most developed or developing countries. Okay. And these are the data available for 2019, because we still don't have the latest data. But in 2019, Singapore being the medical hub of Asia, okay, and we are very proud that Singapore ranked the top 10 in healthcare, in the best healthcare. But sad to say, on the same year, the data from the Ministry of Health tell us otherwise. Okay, in fact, there are more than 86% of causes of death of Singaporean is due to NCDs. NCDs stand for non-communicable diseases, and out of which almost 30% cancer, 30% due to cardiovascular diseases, which is to say, every 3 Singaporean that die, one could be due to cancer, one could be due to cardiovascular diseases. And the curve is still continue to go up. All right, it's not going down, just as this another report from Ministry of Health, be it diabetes, heart attack, cancer, stroke, everything is on the rise. Okay, and that is a projection to 2030. Okay, I think we all can agree that today medical science has advanced quite amazingly, right? But we may want to ask, why are more people getting sick? Why are hospitals getting bigger and bigger everywhere? I'm sure it happens to your country as well. And why are dialysis centers opening one after another? Have you ever asked www? www is not World Wide Web or maybe Wrestling Federation, World Federation. Is no. www is what went wrong. I think with medical science advancement and there are more and more people getting sick with chronic sicknesses, something is not right. We want to ask, right? And of course, every time that perhaps you consult a doctor, a lot of time the doctor will tell you, oh, it's due to genetic, which is to say when it's genetic, you cannot do anything about it, right? Unless you can change your parents. But no, if you look at again all the reports and data from all these are authentic sources. This is from WHO. This title, non-communicable diseases, and it say that you look at the underline. One of the most important ways of reducing death from non-communicable diseases, NCDs in short, is to control unhealthy lifestyle choices, right? So it's not talking about genetic. This is another article from PMC, PubMed Central. This is a open publications of medicines managed by the National Institute of Health of US. And again, you look at the title, genetic factors are not the major causes of chronic diseases. In fact, if you look at the chart, the bar chart, the blue portions are due to lifestyle problem, while the red could be due to genetic. All right. Another article, genes versus lifestyle. What matter most for health? Again, under the underline, even if a conditions like heart disease runs in your family, you can do a lot to break that pattern, and your choices and lifestyles makes a difference. Of course, you can search for your own. There are many, many other reports singing the same song, right? So we come to realize that sickness is a lifestyle problem and not so much of a genetic issue. So, which is also to say, sickness is not by chance, but by choice. All right? By choice means we can make a decision. So, how can we protect our health and that of our family members? I think to me, there are always 5 common fault mindset. Many people believe that sickness is unavoidable. So when it's unavoidable, sickness, no matter how you avoid, it will still hit you. So you choose to do nothing. Okay. Another wrong mindset is assuming that, oh, it won't happen to me. People can fall sick around me, but it will never happen to me. So again, you choose to do nothing. Another is perhaps just healed or cured from certain serious disease, and they think that, oh, I'm already healed, so no further concern for me. Okay, of course, the fourth group of people are feeling hopeless about their situation. They have already given up hope in their situations. And of course, the other group believing that, oh, I can't afford help or solution because maybe financially, they're thinking that the solution can be very, very expensive. But many people have regretted preventive measures and act only when crisis arises. All right, so tonight we want to share is to give you more awareness and what are the way that we can prevent sickness. Of course, when you yourself or somebody already has this certain health condition, tonight we also share about how you can reverse the conditions, all right, using the product that we're going to share. Okay, touch a little bit of stem cells because we today the future of medical science is about regenerative medicines. Okay, when it comes to stem cell, if you look at the slide on your screen, that as we age, stem cells number will go down. Okay, and also it will lose its functionality. Okay, if you look at the percentage under the baby state, teenage state, adult state, and aging state, the 100%, 40%, 25%, 5%, that is talking about the decrease in functionality of the stem cell in our body. All right. And the other figure, the ratio 1:10, meaning for as a baby, for every 10,000 cell, that is one stem cell. But as we age, the number of stem cell goes down. All right, as a teenage, about age 15, 18, is 100 out of 100 cells in your body, one cell is a stem cell. Okay, and as an adult, 250 to 1. And when you are 60 and above, is 1:2 million. All right. So what it means to us, okay, if your stem cell are the number of stem cells are decreasing and the functionality is going down, is telling us that as we age, this stem cell is no longer effective to repair our cells, repair our organs and tissues. All right. That means, even when you fall sick, it will take longer time and more difficult to recover. Okay. And of course, stem cell works most of the time, but of course, we know that the stem cell can be harvested from ourselves directly or from other donor. And of course, it should be administered by professional trained people. But one of the concerns of stem cell, even though it works, is that it is very expensive. There's risk of infections, all right, because the process is done outside the body. Yeah? They also could, due to rejections from, if your stem cells are donated from other donor, and of course, it is a painful procedure. Okay. Okay, here you can see
This is where
a quick glimpse of the stem cell process.
procedure of stem
Right?
cell they make. Yeah.
Procedure you're about to view is one of
So they can inject, and also this is the process of taking stem cells in our body, So they make anesthetic and then use a very thick needle like this, puncture in the bone, and take the the stem cells from there, the bone marrow and everything, and then process it using the lab. Yeah, cost very, very expensive.
All right. So that is a very quick glimpse of how stem cells work. You got to draw your stem cell from especially your bone marrow or your fats and so on. All right. But like I say, it is costly. Okay. US ranging from 15,000 to 30,000, or it could be more, because the cost based on the millions of cells that are going to be injected into your body. All right. But if you're talking about so expensive, today sickness is hit across all bases, whether you're rich or old or poor, young or old, right? So not many people will be able to afford the stem cell therapies. But I think today, with the regenerative medicines, we come to understand that the most effective and safe way to replenish stem cell in our body is to activate our own natural processes. All right. Okay, as mentioned, regenerative medicine is a field aims to restore, replace, and recreate cells, tissue, organs, even the entire body parts to treat or prevent disease. And the key thing is that it focuses on the body natural ability to repair itself, and the goal is to tackle the root cause of disease. I mean, today we know the Western medicines, yeah, they have been helping people, but a lot of time they are only controlling the issues, right? But a lot of time they couldn't solve the root cause, right? So that's why when it comes to chronic sicknesses, it always come back, right? Okay, and what we're going to talk about is actually this ingredient called peptides. Okay, peptide is nothing new. It has been in research for more than 100 years, and they have produced 10 Nobel Prize winner, those scientists who have researched into this material. All right, and yeah, it's an open information where you can Google, you can check on that, what peptides can help in our body. All right. And what is peptide? Peptide is actually short chain of amino acids. Okay, basically when two amino acids link together, it becomes a peptide. And it is also, of course, when they link up further, it becomes a proteins. And it's the building block of our life. Okay, and they repair cell tissue, whatever parts in our body. Okay, and of course, in order to maintain the homeostasis and balancing of our body, okay, so that we can perform the functions as God has created our body to be. All right. This is another article I get from Prima Time. Here, basically, is telling you the peptide approach to regenerative medicines, and what you look at the highlighted, the yellow, that peptides offers a different approach that can stimulate the body's own cell to repair and regenerate at the site of damage while avoiding the uncertainty involved in the vitro cells culture. Okay, because as you can see that the stem cell, because of the procedure done outside the living organism, there is a certain level of risk involved. So regenerative regenerative medicines using peptides offer exciting opportunity to help patients with unmet needs in an affordable, accessible, and predictable way. That means less risk. All right. Not only is cheap, it is lower cost, it is less risk. All right. And it can function equally well. So that leads us to what we want to share tonight also. All right. The AFC, I'm not sure though the audience have ever come across this AFC. They've been a long time in the market. They are the oldest and largest pharmaceutical company in Japan and listed on the Tokyo Stock Exchange, right? In fact, they have more than 190 years of history. Of course, they started in the herbal medicines. And back in 1969, they have registered the company, all right? And today, the company is already more than 55 years in the market, okay? Then in 2005, they are listed on Tokyo Stock Exchange, and 2018, they developed this cell regeneration product, then started off in Indonesia, all right? And in Malaysia and Singapore, it was only 1-2 years back that it entered into the market. And as early on, I think the grand opening montage has shown you only on Sunday, okay, 20th of July, that we have this grand opening of Malaysia AFC Malaysia office, all right, kept held in KL. And these are the products, basically the company, these four products, okay, very powerful product. All right, of course, each has their own patents, and when you total up, there are 22 patents in all, okay, these products. And what are the key about these? I will elaborate further on the product itself. But one of the key things about this product is they are not ordinary supplements. All right. Yes, ordinary supplements are good for you, but they just don't have the power to reverse your many health conditions. So the key thing is cell regenerations. All right, cell regenerations. Okay, that's why you remember this. That's why when many people have many testimonies, the result is very fast. Okay, and the product itself is all certified. Okay, they are chemical free, hormone free, GMO free, and so on. All right, because they are reputable company. Yeah, and of course, when it come to from Japan, people are worried radiations. Well, they have third party certifications. The products are nuclear radiation free, and they are halal in case you are a Muslim. All right, and also they are approved in FDA, European market, Japan market, and this Indonesian market. And of course, I will go back to this MIMS. All right, these are all the certifications. You can always approach your inviter for a copy. All right, these are halal certification. All right, what is MIMS? It is short for Monthly Index for Medical Specialties. Okay, and it is okay. It's a Japanese company headquartered in Singapore. All right. They actually many countries have these memes, and every country they have their own reference. Okay, own book of reference, and every year they will do actually a renew update because sometimes new drugs comes in and supplement comes in and so on. So basically, this is a a reference for doctors. Okay, all the medications are inside, all the approved supplements are listed inside. Of course, you can go online. They also have it online. Okay, just like this, I extract from the online memes. All right, you can see there are many countries their presence are there, and online you can see that all the products, the AFC products are listed inside the SOP Subarashi, the Utsukushhii, and also the Hikari. Okay, and I highlight a little bit on this, especially when it comes to the Utsukushhii, right? You you can see they list this AFC product under the supplements and adjuvant therapies classifications. I think supplements we all understand, but what is adjuvant therapies? All right. If you go Google, all right, adjuvant therapies is a type of cancer treatment given after the primary treatment to reduce the risk of cancer returning. And what is the purpose? The goal is to kill any remaining cancer cells and reduce the chance of cancer coming back. And later on, you will witness also why there are many cancers patients. They after a short period, they find that their conditions improve. All right. Okay, and because it is under means doctors can prescribe these AFC products to the patients, we can see there are many doctors are involved here. All right, of course, Dr. Yudi here from Bali is our top leader. All right. Okay, and the product is also listed under our American Anti-Cancer Institute listing. Okay, because it helps many people. Right. All right. So the first product, this is a world first triple peptides cell regenerations product, right? SOP Subarashi. Okay, they have won this bronze international award under these Monday selections. In fact, if you can see that it is judged by a jury of 57 world selections on diet and health product. All right, and they are judged by the 80 international renowned expert. Okay, and they come up top as I mean, bronze is pretty good already, right? And what are the ingredients? All are natural, okay? But I just want to highlight the three key is this salmon ovary peptide, or in other words, marine placentas. All right. Then you have the sardine peptides, you have the amino acids, and of course, other fruitful. These are all the fruits extract. Okay. And all these, like I said, you have the fish collagens and so on, glutathione, thiones, and all these are amazing. All right. But tonight, I will not cover too technical into all these ingredients, right? Because of time limitations. But what I want to cover is the patent. All right. For this soap Subarashi, it comes with 4 patents. You can see all the patent numbers are there. All right. You can do your own research. But what are the 4 patents for? Number 1 is for cell repair, regeneration, and production. All right. This is where your repairing of whatever problems part in your body comes. Okay. And of course, it also helps for anti-aging. Those people who like anti-aging, I'm sure we all like. And also for skincare, it helps. All right. It also improves blood circulation. I think the key about health is always about blood circulation and detoxifications. All right. When your blood circulation is good and effective, well, generally you will not be having too serious a problem, because we know the blood is a transport system in our body. All right. And the transport system, it not only bring nutrients to the various cells in our body, it also carries oxygen ion, right? So when your all the cells in your body are fed with or supplied with enough nutrients and oxygen, your cells will be healthy. When your cells are healthy, your immune system will be strong, and that's how you protect yourself. All right. And of course, we have the anti-hypertension agent and also the anti-thrombotic agent. All right. And when you talk about patents, that means the company has undergone clinical trial for all these various functions. And the success rate must be, from what I understand, must be 70% and above to be granted the patent. So all this has been proven. All right. And I want to specifically highlight on this anti-thrombotic agent. That means anti-blood clot. Why it is very important, right? I think it's open knowledge to everyone now. Again, this is an article from PubMed Central. As I mentioned, it's managed by the Institute of Health of US. And they tell you the problem with, if you remember, our COVID, we have just, many of us undergone or have taken the vaccinations. And vaccination, what problem it created? Actually, it created a lot of health problem. All right, the post-vaccination syndrome as spelled out here. And like I said, all these articles are all from the resource. So the vaccination can cause two major issue, thrombosis and thrombocytopenia. What is this both about? Okay, thrombosis is basically the thickening of the blood. Okay, the blood flow will have issues. That means it's not as effective. All right, and of course, all these can lead to what? Cardiovascular problem, swelling or inflammations, in certain part of your body, and of course, it can also cause stroke in a person. All right, because of the thickening of the blood. All right. So I mean, detail you can search for yourself also under, like I said, the PubMed. And the other extreme problem is what? Thrombocytopenia. And what is this? This is basically low blood pellet count. All right. And when your low blood pellet count is the other extreme, is that you can sometimes cause internal bleeding. And internal bleeding, again, these are all fatal. That means it can cause sudden death. Okay. So these are the problems. That's why before actually immediately after COVID, we have been sharing a lot on Zoom that, whether is it the COVID or because of the vaccinations, everybody needs to do a detoxification of your body, all right, to get rid of all the toxic as much as possible. Because today there are many people still are ignorant and they are still facing this post-vaccination issue. All right. Okay, of course, these are some of the talking about cancers doing a lawsuit against the Pfizer and so on. This is a particular case, Dr. Apter from Papua in Indonesia. He's an obstetrician and gynecologist. And you can see his testimony. 5 days after vaccination, he went into coma. All right, thickening of the blood. All right, and to a dangerous level. Okay, and it strained the heart. So despite receiving treatment, his blood remains thick. Okay, and he, of course, as a doctor himself, he understands the risk, and finally he able to come across this AFC product, and for a very short period only, after taking, his condition improved. And not only that, you look at this when he's facing all the health problem, and after taking AFC, because AFC is cell regeneration, it gets younger. So you got I always call it, reverse aging is a side effect of treating your health problem with AFC. All right, a positive side effect. And okay, this is a very interesting blood test as well. Of course, this on the blood video on the left is before taking any SOP Subarashi, and after that, it take the same person take SOP Subarashi 30 minutes later, you look at the blood cell behavior. Okay, these are sticking together. There's a medical term, they call it rural formation. Okay, the blood cells stick together. Okay, after 30 minutes, you can see that the blood cell is separated and is moving. All right, that in fact, it should even move faster and so on. And that is how your blood circulations improve your blood circulation. So all these are proven. All right, and because it's a stem cell, basically it covers every part of your body from head to toe, basically. All right. Because stem cell itself, you don't have form until they go to your respective problem area to repair it, right? Then they become the cells. Okay, that is on SOP Subarashi. Next, second product is Utsukushhii. Utsukushhii, again, I'm not going to cover so much on the ingredient, but basically they're using salmon DNA extracts and a lot of other fruits extract as well. All right, also have multiple vitamins. Okay, and the patent, they have 8 patents. Okay, this is for anti-tumor. Okay, activating your immune system. Okay, protects your liver against hepatitis C, against protection against infection. It also suppress the growth of tumor and reduce the side effect of cancer treatment. Okay, and of course, including SARS and other kind of viruses. It also high in uh, against protection against reactive oxygens. That means antioxidants, and it's a toxic reducer. So bear in mind that these are anti-cancer if it build your immune system, okay, and anti-infection, okay. And in fact, Utsukushhii itself is called a miracle product by Professor Dr. Matt Orlov, who is the chairman of ZEN. ZEN is actually the Association for Control of Complementary Medicines, all right, from Switzerland. Again, it covers, your body, almost every part of the body. But of course, the main focus is for anti-cancer or reduce the side effect of cancer treatments. Okay. Next product is Hikari. Okay. I forgot to mention this one is a triple probiotics. All right. It's Utsukushhii is a triple probiotics. And come to Hikari, it's actually a triple vegan peptides. Okay. Of course, Hikari in Japanese is called light. Is using marigold peptides, spearmint peptide, and mango leaf peptides. All right. And what is the main function of Hikari? Okay, it's for the eyes, for the brain, and for the nerves. All right. So they have comes with 5 patents. Okay, to improve visual performance, protect eyes from blue light, and improve brain memories. Okay, improve brain function and activities, and increase the rate of neurogenesis. So from the patent, you can associate what is it used for in the function. Okay, for the brain, of course, today many people again are suffering from Alzheimer, dementias, Parkinson. It's no longer a old age problem. There are people who are in the 30s, in the 40s, they are hit with dementias, Alzheimer. All right. Of course, stroke, need not to say, there are people who are very early age, they are hit with stroke. Okay. And not only that, you have a sleep disorder, hearing disorder, and of course, children. Autism, if you go and do a research, autism is on the rise. Okay. Why? Again, this is a lifestyle and the type of equipment, all the radiations equipment that we are using. ADHD, learning difficulties, again, all these it can protect. Okay, it can prevent, of course, the first, but those children already hit with these issues. Well, we cannot say that it will return, it will go back to normal, but it stabilized their condition. In some cases, some of the testimony, they even improve their learning capabilities. All right. Of course, for eyes, various eyes problem. Okay, various eyes problem from cataract, glaucoma, dry eyes, myopia, and there are a lot of these testimony, testimony out here, and then for the nerves as well. Okay, how it works is that the sachet comes in a nano powder form. Okay, from 40 Dalton to 800 400 Dalton to 800 Dalton. And basically you pour under your tongue, or you can even stir in water to take daily. All right. The number of sachet you can always get back to your inviter. All right. Okay, and the last product here is Sensei Suru. This is amazingly powerful. Okay, sometimes I like to joke with people, my prospect or my customer is that this product can be addictive. All right, especially ladies or even men, for the skin, for toning the skin, for removing of black pores and so on. All right, is amazingly powerful. Okay, and also for hair restoration. In fact, my own hair has grown a little bit and turned black as well. And they have been awarded the Grand Gold Award in the Monday selection. All right. And of course, we also know that our skin, our hair is also a reflection of our overall health and age. All right. Okay, and then of course, like I said, they have various uses. Okay, okay. Next, we come into testimony. Probably I will not cover all due to time, but I will try to highlight some important one. Before we go into testimony, just a disclaimer that our product don't claim to heal or cure any disease. It is basically a supplement, okay, enhance the recovery. All right, and it's designed to support recovery, overall health improvement. So, and testimonies that we're going to share will be all from the individual experience with the product. Okay, and result may varies. So we still urge you to go back to your doctors when come to any medical conditions. Okay, this is an amazing testimony
I am
where
a
they have a
survivor of
spinal
Nauri,
surgery
or what is
and
better
how
known
this
as a spinal
young
cord
lady
injury, which
recovered from
caused
that.
me to be completely paralyzed from hands to feet. Well, according to the doctor, I can't walk anymore, and there's little chance for me to be normal again. I have to rely on the wheelchair for the rest of my life. When I thought my life was without hope, I was introduced the AFC SOP Subarashi. My family stirred the AFC product in water and fed me through tube. I took 4 to 8 sachets a day. Little by little, I gained back my strength, and slowly able to get up from bed, and learn how to walk again. I truly want to thank AFC and my friend who introduced AFC to me. I can never imagine my life is back to normal. I have reclaimed back my life all thanks to AFC.
That's the lady
Today,
in red.
I appreciate life free from sickness. Nothing can exchange for a healthy life.
Okay, so it's amazing, powerful testimony. This is another testimony on the Utsukushhii, because these patients was contacted with this flesh eating bacteria, and you even can see the bones. This is the shin area that if you can notice, and the bacteria are eating off the flesh. All right. Of course, when doctor come across these, they will amputate to reduce the further aviations. But because the family members heard about this AFC and contacted the friends who actually rushed down this Utsukushhii to the family. Okay, we know Utsukushhii is anti-infection. So instead of normal people taking perhaps one sachet a day, he took every hour he took a sachet of Utsukushhii. Okay, and look at the dates. This is 10/10 last year, 10 of October. Just 1 week later, you can see that the flesh, the muscle, the tissue, everything grows back. And this is after about 2 weeks. All right. And after about 3 weeks, you can see there's now just left the skin to be covered up. That's all. All right. And it saved the limb. Okay. If not, it would have been amputated. Right. This is also an amazing testimony. Gillian is a Indonesian based in US, and he diagnosed with multiple chronic sicknesses, and including kidney failure. I understand he's also on cancerous. Cannot remember on what. And doctors given him 3 months to live. And after he tried on the AFC Subarashi and Utsukushhii, he see the improvement in his conditions, all right? And slowly you can see that the creatinine has dropped. The kidney, that means the kidney function has improved. Okay, and from 4 times dialysis a week, it reduced to 3 times to 2 times. And after 2 years, he walked out of the dialysis machine. All right, it's amazing because this is unheard of in the medical arena. All right, and not only that, just like just now the doctor Arthur, you look at him, same, he looks younger after the health recovery, right? Okay, this is this uh Vertigo. All right, this is Michael Jackson's problem, right? That's why he got a song Black or White, where again this under medical the knowledge there's no cure. Okay, but it took him about 5 years to see a fully recovered. Okay, from this condition to this. All right, and sometimes if you observe them, you see there are people around us are facing that problems. I mean, this is a time that because when a person living with that kind of condition, sometimes it may be also low in self-esteem, all right, doesn't feel good in front of others. So this is always good to be, approach them and share that they may be a possible solution for them, right? Of course, diabetics, there are many diabetics testimony. Okay, in this case, you can see from 11.4 drop to normal 6.4, right? And again, this is just basing on on these SOP Subarashi's four pack, 4 sachet a day. Okay. Okay. Again, these are diabetic food. You look at the before picture. In your heart, probably most of us will say there's no way to reverse this. Okay. Probably it will be amputated. But you just look at the before and after. All right, is beyond your imagination. All right, before, after. Okay, before, after. All right, you can see that the everything grows back. Okay, this is another case of diabetic foot. Okay, this is a guy again introduced to me. Okay, maybe for time purpose, I just share. He himself suffering from spinal pain after the third COVID vaccination, and every day he's on 4 painkiller. All right. And after I introduced to him, after about 1 month plus, his spinal pain reduced substantially. Some days he don't even need painkiller. Right. And for his wife was diagnosed brain tumor 5 years back, undergone 2 surgery. And after the second surgery, the doctor tell them, "Oh, everything is clear. No more cancer in the body." But unfortunately, 6 months later, the pain come back in the head for the wife because new growth has been found. Okay, and every day the wife is also on painkiller. Same time, that was last year, this November. After 1 month plus, the wife also stopped the painkiller, no more pain. Okay, and in early February this year, so it's about 3 months. 3 months later, she went for MRI without treatment because that time doctor actually scheduled her for a third surgery. So there's no treatment, only on painkiller. But after 3 months later, she went for MRI. Doctor confirmed her tumor shrunk by 20 over percent. Amazing, right? And in fact, the next MRI was scheduled to be end this year. And I tell them as long as the pain don't come back, it is a good sign. All right. And they have been constantly taking this AFC product. Right. This is a leukemia boy.
Saya mau
All right.
membagi sedikit pengalaman saya. Anak
Okay,
saya
I'll
kena
speed up a little bit. Okay, this is a
ini tadinya leukositnya
this one is the
359, sekarang udah
I'm not sure it's the
normal
mother or the
semua.
grandmother was showing that the report
Berkat
everything
usul
go back to
dan
normal.
sebagainya.
Berkat usul dan rubah yang dikenakan
So
oleh
the difficult
Kostus.
and challenging period is
Halo
over. There's a
teman-teman,
handsome
kami
young boy,
sudah ada di samping saya
right?
adalah
14 years
Aldrich.
old.
Jadi outbreak ini adalah
Okay.
sempat ada
Of course, you also know that when it comes to
biasanya di sini
leukemia, you can
dan
see these are
akhirnya
always
outbreak
have this
mengalami
problem
yang
in the
namanya
body.
sudah tidak
Okay.
ada lebam-lebam lagi, teman-teman. Min
So
Utsukushhii
now it's all clear.
yang tadinya lebam-lebam.
Okay. This is a gentleman, liver and colon cancer. And again, it's 3 months, the before and after. All right. It looked like a different person, look like the son rather than the same person. Right. Okay. This is stage 4 colon cancer. After the AFC, she has don't suffer from the side effect of chemo treatment. So she can even go shopping and go around and so on with the AFC. AFC. Before that, she was suffering from all kind of side effect.
好，我是不用经商，因为我是
These are some pig tumor. Again, the before after breast cancer. Okay, and it only took 11 days to see the changes, amazing changes. Okay, this is Dr. Quas. He's a TCM from Penang. He was diagnosed with nose cancer and is spreading. And again, during the treatment, they discovered he got blockage in the artery, and he did 3 bypass at the same time. So he got double dose of challenges. And through the AFC again, just 3 months, right? You look all healthy. And of course, when you're suffering the ordeal, that time he lost 40 kg. Okay. And I got a chance that time. In fact, of course, on Sunday, we were together as well. We attended the grand opening of Malaysia office. But you look at before and last year, right? Look like a totally different person, right? Okay, nose cancer. This is another nasal cancer. All right, it took 1 year, right, to recover to this state. Okay, tongue cancer, a lot. That's why because of the anti-cancer, the Utsukushhii. Okay, these are eye cancer. Okay, I will speed up a little bit. These are lymphoma. Okay. Okay, this is a blockage, artery blockage. Supposed to schedule for surgery, but after taking the AFC, just 4 days later, the blockage is cleared. So the surgery is you don't have to go through the surgery anymore, right?
血管阻塞。
Okay, this is a stroke patient. Again, took her 14 days of AFC and she's able to stand up by herself. Right? Okay, another coma and stroke and coma case. Okay. Okay, back to normal now. At least you see, back to the family. Right. Okay, this is an amazing testimony as well. Okay. After no treatment, but after 1 month on AFC, the lump shrunk. Okay.
I've seen the testimony recently.
Okay, again, these are accidents. As I think it's kind of acidic liquid on the splash on the face, and you can imagine that kind of quick recovery. All right. Okay, these are again the lump over here. Okay, these are the herbs on the face. Okay, it affect the, I mean, imagine from here to become this with the help of AFC 3 months later. Okay, this is also an amazing testimony on psoriasis. This lady suffered from psoriasis for 24 years. She's from Hong Kong. And in her testimony, she shared about how whatever medications or injections she tried, but nothing seems to work permanently. That means it couldn't solve the root cause. But when she's on this AFC product, Utsukushhii, all right, to detox the body, it only takes 17 days, one sachet a day only. Actually, I work out the cost, it only costs her about slightly more than $100 Sing dollars to solve her 24 years psoriasis problem. All right, which her doctor, her medical doctor couldn't help her. So it's amazing, right? Okay, many other skin problem or autoimmune issues. All right. Okay. Okay. And as mentioned, the product also has this anti-aging effect. Okay, so you can see that all the lines are reduced. I won't say totally gone, reduced. So you can see this is our friend Tanny. This gentleman, you can look at the face, the before after. Amazing. Right. Do you want to improve our skin, our face, look younger? I'm sure we all want. All right. Okay, so you can see these are all real life testimony. All right, these are the lipomas, fatty lumps, it drop off by itself. Okay, of course, these are the elbow surgery. Okay, and you can hardly see the surgery line. Okay, and this lady again, she was scaled by a hot soup. When she fell with a pot of hot soup, you look at the skin on the palm, all drop off. And okay, this is her hand. Of course, this part she also not just consume the AFC product, she also apply the serum because the serum is equally powerful. You can see that day one, because of the hot water or hot soup, it's scarlet, right? And after that, I think the outer skin has dropped off, but the repair is so fast. The third day, fourth day, it returns back, okay, to normal. Okay, again, these are hair drop due to cancer. Okay, hair growth. Right, this is Mr. Ho also from Penang. Right, these are two different person. The left and right. These are Mr. Ho. This is a different person. All right. This is Brandon who used suffering 10 years of head scalp problem, and after the AFC 3 months later, all right, new hair growth, and now it's all good. Okay, handsome man. Okay, this is myself. This is when I started to take the AFC. You can see this area, no hair. Okay, hair grow. Right, more hair. Hey, this is also myself. I I was painting my house a little bit, and I fell from the ladder. Okay, and it was back. There is a back open wound, about 5 inch long and a deep cut. Immediately, I rinse my head with high pH water to stop the bleeding. Okay, and anti-infection. And on the same day, I take 8 Utsukushhii and 4 soap. Okay, first day and the subsequent few days, of course, slowly I reduce. And when the wound is less moist, I apply serum, the Sensei serum on the wounds. And this is about a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later. Okay, and I'm all good now. All right, and I have not seen any doctor. There's no stitches, no nothing. Okay, all healed by itself with the help of AFC, all right, cell regeneration. Okay, of course, these are again multiple issues. Okay, these are hormone imbalance. Okay, this is a gout problem. Okay. Today, again, many people are suffering from gout problem, the uric acid problem. Okay, this is an eye problem on Hikari. This is also Elise from Hong Kong, but she's based in Australia. And she
Hi
shared
everyone, my name
about
is
the
Elise. I'm
Hikari.
from Hong Kong and now I live in Sydney in Australia. Today I want to share how AFC Hikari has helped with my glaucoma and dry eyes. 10 years ago, in 2015, I was diagnosed with glaucoma. My eye pressure was pretty high at 23, 24. My right eye has an optic nerve damage and even a hemorrhage that's bleeding. That's why when I touch my right eye, it hurt. On top of that, I also have dry eye syndrome. I need to use artificial tears regularly to lubricate my eyes. Over the past 10 years, my eye specialist has tried everything to lower my eye pressure. Ideally, my eye pressure should be around 13, 14. We have used many different medicated eye drops and eye laser treatment. However, my eye pressure was very stubborn. For most of the time, it's sitting between 18 to 22, 23. Last year, 2024 in May, at the regular checkup, my doctor found that not only was my eye pressure above 20, but also I lost part of the vision at the bottom left of my right eye. My doctor was concerned that the loss of vision had begun. Since she has exhausted all less invasive options, now she suggested that I might need an eye surgery in 12 months. Anyway, I just keep using the prescribed eye drops from my doctor. A few months later, in December 2024, while I was in Hong Kong, I was introduced to AFC products. Hikari was the one that attracted my attention, mainly because the benefits it promised for our eye health were exactly what I needed. So, on the 31st of December, I started taking the supplement, 2 sachets a day. 1 week later, something happened. I suddenly realized I didn't reach out to my eye lubricant in the last 2 days. My eyes didn't feel as dry. In the second week, I accidentally rubbed my eyes, and to my surprise, my right eye didn't hurt anymore. Soon after, I returned to Sydney. On the 20th of January, I went to see my doctor for another checkup. Here's what happened. Number 1, my eye pressure dropped. My left eye was down to 16 and my right eye, 14. I'm telling you, this is the lowest I have ever had in the past 10 years. Number 2, the vision that I've lost last year, it came back. The doctor was amazed and said, wow, that's really good. So there's no loss of vision in both eyes. Number 3, there's no bleeding in my right eye. And number 4, the doctor confirmed, wow, your eyes are better now. They are not as dry. So all these amazing results happened only after 3 weeks of using Hikari. I can't believe how much of a difference it's made to my eyes. Hikari is truly powerful. Thank you for listening to my testimonial. Thank you.
You can see this is a very powerful testimony for all kind of eyes issue, because today again there are many people suffering from eyes issue. All right, and her eye doctor couldn't help her for the past 10 years, suffering from all kind of conditions. But just 3 weeks on AFC, all her eyes problem like vanish in the thin air. Right? Amazing, right? Okay, this is a astigmatism for also on Hikari. All right. Of course, she's speaking in Indonesian, but basically what you can see the written text here is that 1 sachet a day on Hikari. After 10 days, she see the improvement. Right? Okay. This is also this at that time, I think before the Hikari was launched, the boy is diagnosed with autism, the autism spectrum. And of course, due to his poor immunity, he has to visit the doctors almost every 2 months. And back in 2018, after taking 10, that means 120 boxes. I mean, it's quite a huge consumption, but I think the parents love the child, and is hopefully can see the improvement, and to their amazement, you look at that not only the boy can learn to speak, he also went to the best international school in Medan, of course, in Indonesia, and even master the ability to translate Chinese to English. Okay, for is a big task for a autistic spectrum boy. Yeah? Right, all again with the help of SOP Subarashi, Utsukushhii, and of course the now with the Hikari specifically for this function. Right, again these are all ADHD boy, the before and after, learn how to dance following the steps. All right. Okay, these are pain in the head for this Down syndrome child. Okay, and I think okay, these are all the beauty and anti-aging. Look at all the before and after. All right, so all these are real persons. All right, the before and after. Do you wish also to like them like that? Improvement in their age, anti-aging, improvement in the skin, hair growth, everything. And not only for men, AFC is also fit for animal. All right, so you can see the improvement for dog, for cat, and so on. So with that, I end my sharing on the product, but I will end with this slide that health may seem like an investment, All right. Sometimes you feel the pinch financially, perhaps, right? But illness demands a far greater price. So we need to do the preventive measures. All right. And sometimes people ask, do I need to take this product for life? I would say that it goes according, go with your budget. All right. Taking preventive measures is better than don't take at all. All right. And with this, I end the presentation and thank you so much for your attention. So, Dr. Cato, back to you.
Yes. Give him a big applause. Very good sharing and a lot analysis and all the medical facts, right? Just now he mentioned about the Dr. Ector. This is me, Dr. Cato and Ector in the Lake Toba last year. So most of the testimony, we meet them personally already, right? Okay. And remember, just now we're sharing very good product. Is like this one, blue color, SOP Subarashi is for our stem cell. Then the Utsukushhii is for the cancer detox. And also this one Hikari for the eye and the brain. And this one, Sensei Suru for the skin and uses. So this all product you want to take now, and do you know how to take this? You can eat long term and free, right?